Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video by the RCAddict, and today I will be doing a review of the new JJRC 1000. And now this might look almost exactly the same as the 1000A to you, and it is, except for they changed the paint scheme a little bit, and I believe they changed not the circuit board, but the transmitter. And now this isn't actually the 1000. This is the 1000A. I got it bind and fly. And you can see I got it from Banggood, or T-Mart, I'm not really sure, but it came in the original 1000A packaging here, the bind and fly, except it had the 1000 in it. And the new transmitter, I'm pretty sure I've looked at it, it's exactly the same as this, except for it has two buttons right here, and I'm pretty sure they are headless mode and return to home. And it also comes with a prop guard here, and it does I'm sure the Ready to Fly, I've seen it, comes with a USB charger. This is just my old one, and it comes with a battery. This is actually not the battery it would come with. This is the Liancheng LS124 battery. I just used it for this review because it fits in there nice, gives it longer flight time, and it looks really similar to the original. And if you're gonna get this bind and fly, it's really nice because it only costs $14 on gearbest.com, but the one thing it does not come with that a bind and fly usually does is a battery. It does not come with a battery, so that is a big downside there. Let's talk more about the transmitter. So I'm just going to use this transmitter for representation as it's the closest to the stock you're going to get with this, except for the two buttons. On your top left, you have your speed switch, which is 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100% rates. And the yaw changes each rate, but it's a pretty slow yaw until you get to 80%. Once you get to 100%, the screen will go orange, and if you give right stick input, it'll flip in that direction continuously, like every time you give input. So you can only fly on a 80% rates. And over here you have LED mode/LED. Click it once, and that will turn the LEDs off if you want to save a little bit of battery power. And hold it for 3 seconds, and then that will actually, instead of having throttle, yaw, forward, backward, left, right pitch over here, you'll have throttle, and then forward, backward, or left, right, roll, and then you'll have left, right, yaw on this stick, and forward, backward over here. So that's, actually, I think that's called mode 4. I'm not sure why you would want to use that. I tried to fly in it, and it's really hard. Maybe because people transitioning up from 3-channel helicopters, the yaw is over here and forward backwards, and now it might be easier for them, but I'd recommend just, if you're going to move up, just learn mode 2 with the throttle and yaw on the left stick. Let's see. You can also use the JJRC H8C transmitter, and that gives it a constant yaw on each rate, so the yaw does not change. However, it is a faster yaw than the maximum yaw on here, so I like using this. And you have 20, 50, 75, 100% on this controller, and you change by clicking the upper left button. And over here, you change by clicking, or you flip by clicking the upper right button, and then giving input. So that's really nice that you can have a button to flip with on here. And I actually found this out today while I was flying it, just for fun. I mean, I've already tested it. But if you press the left button over here, it will turn the lights on and off. And if you press the right button right here, it'll enter return to home mode. And I didn't know, and the transmitter constantly beeps, but it's not actually a real return to home because all it does is fly backwards. It just gives full pitch in whatever rate you're in. So if you're in 100% rates, it'll give 100% and then full back. But if you're in 25, it'll go back really slow. And then once you give right stick input, it'll go out of that, and then you can control it. But it'll keep beeping until you press the right button again. So that's another pointless feature that they've been adding into quads. This flips really nice. It's got a really nice 6-axis gyro in it, and if you flip and then you cut throttle right as it's flipping, you let it go, you can do really nice triple, double flips. And I've crashed this really hard. I've gone full speed into buildings just to test out the durability, and this thing is solid, just like the original 1000A. I actually don't think there's any physical difference in the quadcopter, except for the paint on the top is a little bit different. I think it's just in the transmitter adding headless and their return to home mode. This thing is really, really fast. You give it full pitch and full throttle, this thing is flying. It has a really fast acceleration rate, really fast top speed, and it can change directions on a dime. You bank turn, and then you're going the other way already. The props, I'm not sure why, because the props are exactly the same as the original, but it seems a little bit noisier. That may just be me, but I haven't flown the other one in a while because I had cannibalized it for parts. Like I said, it's really cheap, $14 bind and fly on GearBest. And you can also get it ready to fly on GearBest for $25. And like I said, I bought the bind and fly 1000A and they sent me the 1000, so I'm not sure if they're all doing that, but I wouldn't really take the chance if you really want the 1000. I just get it where it's actually listed as the 1000. And it's really stable. You've got the 4 trims on both controllers over here. You got the 4 trims. That's really nice. It does nice funnels. Let's check out the LEDs. It's got really nice LEDs, and they're internal LEDs, so let's bind it real quick with the H8C transmitter. There we go. You can see you've got red in the front. They're not really showing up, but you got red in the front there and blue in the back. They're really nice LEDs. They light up the entire body. They could show up a little bit more on top, but underneath, they're really, really nice. And I forgot to say it, but with these batteries, with the hubs in, you get about 6 minutes of flight. And with this Liancheng battery, you get about 7 to 8 minutes of flight, so you get really nice long flight times with these batteries. So that's another pro of this. And the only cons that I could think of that might be for this is that the battery wire, you can see just how long this is for a quad, just to plug into the battery right here. So sometimes that can get in a crash, like even if you land up right side up, it'll bend up, and then the blade will hit into it, so you have to go over and fix it. So that's kind of weird that they did that. And also the other con is that the bind and fly does not come with a battery, but for $14, how great of a quadcopter is, I don't really mind. So yeah, let's go to an indoor flight review, and then I'll go outside and show you how it flies. So let's go check that out. Okay, here we are for the indoor flight of the JJRC JJ-1000, and I'll be using the Liancheng LS124 battery for this flight right now. And as you can see, I have the prop guard on. And one thing I forgot to mention in my table review is that you can recalibrate this, and you do that by putting it, I'm using the JJRC H8Z transmitter, and you can't do this with the 1000A transmitter. You put it into 100% rates, and put both sticks down and to the left, and then hold it, and the lights will blink there. And that's how you recalibrate it. So take it up. And I forgot to say it too, but it uses quite a bit more throttle to lift this. I'm at about 65% to lift it right now. So it's a little bit heavier and better for beginners, less aerobatic, but it can still be pretty aerobatic. And you can see the yaw. That's the one constant yaw that the H8C transmitter gives it. You can see it's a little bit on the slow side, but it's still a good, manageable, decent yaw. There's a low rate funnel. Not really much funnel. There's 50% rates. 60, 80, oh no, that's 75, no, that was 100, that's 100% funnel right there. It can't, it's a little bit too heavy with the prop guard on to handle that, but let's test on the ceiling real quick. So, it doesn't really protect against the ceiling. You can't do ceiling fans. Let's do a flip with it. You can see still really nice flips. A little bit slow recovery, but really nice. Let's bounce off the wall a little bit here. That works well. That was my fault. You can see it's not really spring. Whoops. That's it got suctioned in the wall, but it's not really springy. It just kind of bounces like it's a hard prop guard, but it'll work okay and keep whatever you're hitting protected. Okay, I think that was good enough test flight with the prop guard, so now let's go into it, and I'll take the prop guard off. Let's go check that out. Okay, here we are. You can see I have the prop guard removed, so let's test this out. Start off in 25% rates. You can see it's quieter, and I'm hovering at about 50% throttle, so 15% less throttle to hover with this. It's a little bit more stable, and this thing is really rock solid. Let's trim it a little bit. Okay. That's hands off. Well, it's getting a little, need throttle management, but that's hands off. I'm just managing the throttle. So you can see it's really, really stable. Hands off. It's really stable and nice for beginners. There's the yaw rate again. 50% rates. 75. I'm just going to hit the wall. And that's 100% rate funnel, so really nice funnel there. I'm just holding full stick there. As you can see, doing really nice funnels. And it's got a really fast acceleration rate. Can't really show it indoors, but this thing's fast. Let's do some flips. There's a single. You can see it recovers from flips really nice. Like I said, I like this much more than the Hub's Next 4 gyro. Let's do some double flips. I think that was a double, maybe it was a triple. Oops. I do that sometimes with the H8C transmitter. You have to let it sit for a second on the ground if you just crashed. Trying to do some doubles. That might have been a triple, but my props, that was weird. One of the props just came off. I guess I didn't put it on tight enough when I put the prop guard. And I just took it off, but yep, you can see it flies really nice. Got nice LEDs. You can see the LEDs are really nice. And you can do ceiling fans, but without the prop guard on, but you might be damaging it a little bit, the ceiling, but okay, I think that was good enough for indoors. And now I'll take you outside and show you how fast it can go, so let's go check that out. Okay, here we are with the outdoor flight of the JJRC JJ-1000. As you can probably hear the wind buffeting, you can see the prop there. It's pretty windy out right now. You can see they're spinning. So a little wind test. Sorry if you can't hear me too well, but okay, let's go right up to 100% rates because of the wind. You can probably tell right away this thing is fast. This is probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest quads I have. Try and turn this way a little bit so you don't get too much of the sun, but really windy out right now. That's full into the wind. It's probably like 15-mile-an-hour wind out right now. That's just with the wind. You see really fast wind. But it's handling it well. I mean, it does get slowed down, but here's a 100% funnel. You see there, it's getting pushed. Let's try and do a flip. See a nice flip. Battery's a little low, so that's why. They're a little bit awkward, and the wind's not helping too much, I bet. Let's see. Let's try and do some doubles, or maybe triples like I showed indoors. That was a really nice one. There's a nice. And what I'm doing is just clicking the flip button, giving input, and then right as soon as it starts to flip, you want to cut the throttle. And then the gyro on this one's so nice that you just regain throttle and it'll instantly stabilize itself. You just need a little bit more room than regulars, but you can see this flies really nice. It's really nice, fast, stable, somewhat quiet, really smooth. Nice flight times, really nice lights for night flying, really durable. Whoa, whoa! If I didn't duck there, I would have been hit in the head. The wind gusted there and pushed it towards me. But yeah, it's a really nice quadcopter, and for $14 bind and fly, I think it's a really great deal. You would obviously need a JJRC 1000A or B transmitter, or the H8C transmitter, or I'm not sure. There's probably others that bind with it. But it doesn't come with a battery, but if you have the other transmitters, you most likely have a battery you can use with it. So it is really nice for $14 for what you get. It flies almost exactly the same as the 1000A, except for maybe the new RTF transmitter is different. But yeah, that was the end of the review. I'll leave a link to check it out from gearbest.com below, and please subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.